Teachers Day. So I'm welcoming on behalf of the University of Kerala and from Central University of Karnataka too. And today the deliberation which I'm going to discuss how we can go with the learner-centered pedagogical practice in the era of technology and especially in the era of artificial intelligence, and what are the advanced technology we can lead further in the case of learner-centered pedagogical practice. This is my main course on my presentations, right? So I'm just going to little modify the pattern of my presentation also. So learners and pedagogic practice, under this I'm going to talk about key technologies supporting to the learner content pedagogy. So my focusing which are the technological tools is going to help for the learner centered pedagogy. This aspect I'm going to highlight now. And this is my agenda. I just started with this. Okay, the startup and just started with some kind of questions. I request the participant, if you're sitting in the comfortable position, kindly turn on the camera and share your insight and emotion through the chat box as well as the emojis. So we have a lot of emojis. You can share your um, emotions, because now I'm talking about learner-centered pedagogy, but without concentrating a learner, those who are joining as part of this program. So I need to give more importance. So I request all the participants kindly turn on the camera, because the topic also which I'm going to focus called learner-centered pedagogy. Without you, I'm nothing here. So please, I request all to turn. And what are the questions I'm asking, kindly react and respond from your end. And when you think about learner-centered pedagogy, so thank you so much. The two things the learner-centered pedagogy is very important. Okay, as already mentioned, this the reaction and respond. Okay, reaction respond. If we are giving the space to the learners react and respond, and through the reaction and respond, the people do, yeah, engage activity. Normally it will call engage. Okay, so if you want to make the people to engage, automatically it's come to the learner-centered pedagogy. So here, the learner, we need to make the people to be engaged by themselves. So that's the reason I request all to engage by yourself through the two-way. Kindly react. So you have to react through the emojis. So I hope we have a lot of emojis in the Google Meet. So kindly share some of the emojis. Just put hi. Thank you, Kamala and Krishnam. Yeah, please, I request all to put at least some emojis. You have to react this options with the use of the emojis, or you can use the turn on the camera through your facial expressions. I can know what's the expression you are sharing. Let's go reactions. And thank you so much those who are sharing your emotions as reactions in the chat as a emojis. And the respond, because the main success of the classroom to be, we make the people to respond actually for the learners. In this case, respond in the case of online, the participants have to give a response through the two-way. One is they can unmute and talk to me. Otherwise, they can send a text message in the chat. Okay, chat box. So the two-way to respond. Hope you understand the reaction through the emojis and respond through the chat box as well as the unmute and talk to me. You have the full freedom to add. And one more thing, don't think that I'm came as an resource person and delivery. Even some other people may be more what is that, more senior than me in the case of education and other aspects. We can learn together. Like that is the reason in the case of learner-centered pedagogy, the answer is 1 plus 1 equal to 3. What is called 1 plus 1 equal to 3? Learner-centered pedagogy. So one idea of mine, for example, I am the deliverer. I may be a resource person, I may be a teacher. So mine idea plus I'm adding the learner's idea, or I am adding yours idea, or your that other people idea. When I add the two ideas, I can give the birth to the third idea. Even we can give the birth to the third ideas. So it is not like the traditional formula 1 plus 1 equal to 2. In the case of education, 1 plus 1 equal to 3. Hope you are able to follow me. The one idea of mine, one idea of others, I can create a third idea. I can give this birth of third idea. With this, we are just going to introduce what is the meaning of the term learners and the pedagogic practice, and what are the key features, what are the strategies, and which are technological tools going to support, and what are the advantages of learners and the pedagogic practice, what are the challenges, and final remarks. So this is my agenda, my presentations. With this, I'm going to lead. Okay. As part of this startup, I'm just asking small questions. It's like a fun questions only. Give an answer. Don't think more. It's like a funny based questions. The word tsunami, the word honest, the word psychology, the word knife. It is somewhat connected in the online class. The online class, nothing but this kind of Zoom or WebEx or in the case of Google Meet. This is in Google Meet. So it's somewhat connected. The word tsunami, the word honest, the word psychology, knife. In what way is connected with the online class? Any idea? In what way these are the four terms? It may be connected with this online class. Please come forward. I asked to be react. Psychology.
Tsunami of people can join the class.
Sorry, sir. Eunice, sir.
Tsunami of people can join the class.
Okay. More number of people may join. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. Then any other people, any other things? People
Tsunami
are
of knowledge, vast amount of
oh,
knowledge.
that was a great. So I didn't expect this kind of that. What is that? Marvelous answer. Okay. So that much of response. I mean, that kind of marvelous knowledge you're talking is a tsunami. Any other answer? But it's very fun only. Why I'm just connected with this. The word tsunami T is silent. The word harness H is silent. The word psychology P is silent. The word knife K is silent. Right. So for these are the words. These are the words. At least one letter is silent. Okay, one letter silent. But in the online classes, all the learners are silent. So hope you are getting this. Okay, most of the classes, no, online classes, most of students are silent. If you're asking the questions, 10 questions, they may not reveal any answers, and only the teacher may give the questions and they give the answer also. So just I'm connecting. I hope this session may not be a single answer. Okay, it up to the learners aptitude and just okay. Learning is fruitful. Of course, Kamadev, and thank you so much to give your insights. Okay, is based on the people only, but parallelly the teacher will make the people to be involved. We need to make the people to involve. So that is a main important. Most of times when the teachers come to the classroom, they will come for 1 hour, they deliver the lecture and they may go. Do you know basically the lecturing, the word lecturing as part of the reality in the case of classroom, the word lecturing is equal to the torturing. Okay, in the case of students mindset, the students feel that lecturing is one way. It's give the torturing because most of teachers in higher education we are taking the lecturing as a medium to cover the syllabus, of course, but we may forget how to engage the audience. If you plan to engage the audience is nothing but LCP, learner centered pedagogical practice, very simple, right? Learner centered pedagogical practice is purely depends on the way the teachers give you engagement activity in the case of classrooms, right? So I want to know, we have more than 82 participants in the screen now. I request all type a single word answer in the chat box. If you are using a mobile phone, you can type M in the chat box. I need because I want to know which device you are connected. If you are using mobile, you can type M. If you're in the desktop, you can type D. If you're using the laptop, you can type L. If you're using the tab, you can type T. If you're using the two devices, type B. Okay. Yes, most of people are using mobile. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Okay, so Gana using laptop, and Lena using a laptop, Parvati is using laptop. I think more of the people are using Diana is using mobile, Air is using laptop, Vijay using. Okay, fine, fine. Okay, so listen, it is also learning engagement. Okay, even the online, I just managing the people to give the answer not in a big word or big sentence. So in the online classes, even the online this kind of meeting, instead of ask the students to give you a big answer, let them give you the choices like yes or no, or give the options like a single letter answer. If we give the options like a single letter answer, we can make the people to engage. So what's your opinion about this? We can make the people engage if you are given the options instead of asking open-ended questions. You can give the answer if you're asking the question, no problem, but give me a space, give me options, and and the option also that let the students are respond in a single letter. Normally the classroom no look like a Maniratnam. Even if people those are studying this film of Maniratnam, you know that there is a director. He is always making the film, the dialogue very very small dialogue. Even the big emotions he may be sharing a small dialogue. Okay, so the same way in the classrooms now we are moving to the micro learning. Okay, so what is called micro learning? Yeah. So in the case of micro learning, the content is micro. The students not ready to sit for 1 hour, 1.5 class. Even I'm telling this now, this kind of online meeting is going to 2 hours. No, I'm really worried how we are going to sit for nearly 2 hours, 7 to 9. But I won't be go with up to 9. Don't worry, because as part of the micro learning, psychological perspectives, we could not go more on time in the case of lecturing, right? So now the students are very much fashionable with the micro learning. It's like a 10 to 20 minutes only maximum the content. Even the micro learning also is moving to the nano. Okay, is like a nano learning. What is the nano learning? Is like a seconds only. Now the people are moving to the seconds, right? Of course, Vijay, actually you are correct. It's a micro learning short modules, but the time duration. So we are dividing the entire macro learning content into a small model, like a small micro content. That may be a PDF file or a Word file or infographic or a broadcast or wordcast, any kind of format, but it will be a small nature. That will be maximum 10 to 20 minutes. But now then micro learning also moved to the nano learning. They know the nano learning, we knowingly or unknowingly we are using the social media. All the social media now they're using, even the I can see the WhatsApp, there's a status maximum 1 minute we can keep it, even if you can go with this reels, everything there is a limitation. It's not possible more than 5 minutes we can upload into this. Therefore the people's, the attention span is very less nowadays. Therefore we need to think these are the aspects while make the people to engage. Now the question is very simple, you can give the answer. Online classes are like a Wi-Fi signal. Why? I'm just connecting. This also another fun questions. Don't think fine. Online classes are like your Wi-Fi signal. Strength depends on the connection. Fine. Sanya is correct. Of course, it is depends on the connections only. Yeah. Any other answer? So of course, purely depends on the. But I'm just continuing the why the online class is like a Wi-Fi signal. And most of times the students react like this. You might know this, right? The connection is always strongest when no one is asking the questions. When the teacher start to ask the questions, okay? When the teacher asks the question, the students may be disconnected. And finally, even during the COVID, you maybe get this kind of experience. The final moment they're telling the student that, sir, when you ask the question at that time, I lost this internet connectivity, Wi-Fi connectivity and all. Therefore, up to the question, if the teacher not asked from the student side, the strength is good only, okay? Yeah, it can be connected or disconnected easily, of course. Prem Kumar is fine, okay? So why I make this, even this are the online class scenario to make to be engaged. I'm using this. The online class getting serious, okay? During the COVID, this are the scenario, you know this, right? And online exams are magical most of times. Everyone suddenly forget how to unmute, but the internet speed triples and googling answer. Okay, especially in the Viva's examination or interview. Even during the COVID, lot of interview. Even nowadays, some of the interviews are going on online. That time, the students are using different mechanisms to googling it or to chat GPT find the answer. That time they forget to unmute. Okay, these all scenarios happen. So with this, I'm just going to go my main course of my presentations. So I'm just going to the finish my startup to make to be engaged. Now you know this in the case of learner-centered pedagogy. In the case of whenever you think about pedagogy as a education faculties, we are discussing these other terms. Pedagogy is a term, it's a teacher provide knowledge and skills and attitude. Especially for the school students, maybe pedagogy, periodic doctors, peda is a term is meant for children's, okay? Pedagogy is a method maybe art for the school students. And andragogy, engage the knowledge and skills, basically it's for the adult learners, right? Then mesogogy, the life-centered application learned by the student, let them learn by these things. Now the people is talking about heutagogy. Heutagogy means that people can learn by themselves, like self-directed learning, self-determined learning. Especially is like a PhD line. The PhD students can find what they want to find this. Basically, the learner-centered pedagogy is start from the heutagogy. We need to give you more space to the students to excel what they want to become. Okay. And now the synergogy is a problem solved approach. But what are things I'm just identifying gogi. Now we are thinking about cybergogy. So what is called cybergogy or digital pedagogy? So what are the things we are discussing as part of the that offline base? Now we need to convert it as a digital digital transaction. Therefore, it is called as a digital pedagogy. So I use the word digital pedagogy. Okay. So with this, I'm just leading learner-centered pedagogy. I'm just giving a basic introductions. Later, I'm just moving to the demonstration part. This is a definition of learner-centered pedagogy. So what is called learner-centered pedagogy? Okay. Learner-centered pedagogical practice. I use the word LCPP. Okay. So you can use the word LCPP. Okay. Yes. Else, hold it. I just changed the pen. Yeah. LCPP. Okay, learner-centered pedagogical practice. It is refers a teaching method. Listen, it is exactly a teaching method. But what way is going to differ from the traditional mode of, I mean, teacher-centered method or human-centered method? Here, it focus on the needs, abilities, interests, and the learning style of the students. Listen, every student's having the different learning style. Some people are visual learners, some people are auditory learners, some people are aesthetic learners. Therefore, different individuals have different learning styles. So the teacher should identify what the learning style of the student. The first, next, the students, the teacher might know the need of the students, the ability, like the teacher maybe know the SWOT analysis, the strength and weakness of the students first, and let the teachers maybe identify the interest of the learners. So therefore, if we know these three things only, let we can use any teaching method. So the teaching method, it purely depends on what the way you are going to disseminate the content to the respective students and what they expecting. That's the way we need to provide this. So here the teaching method that focus on need, abilities, interest, and learning style of students, rather than just delivering a content from the teacher's purpose. Listen, here the role of the teacher is not just delivering a content and going. So as already mentioned, is not only the lecturing. Instead of that, based on the need, ability, interest, we need to make the people to engage. So engagement is very important layer in the case of learner-centered pedagogy. Are you able to follow me? The definition which I highlighted here, learner-centered pedagogic practice. I request all to respond through this. You can react also. Okay. So here there's a definition. Learner-centered pedagogic practice refers that is a teaching method basically that focus on the individual. Here the individual is nothing but our learners. Okay. The needs of the learners, the ability of the learner, the interest of the learner, and learning style of the learners. We need to understand, we need to explore, we need to get insights. Based on this, we need to design a teaching method. Do you know, nowadays the teacher role is an architect. So we need to prepare a what is that? The classroom instruction as an architect. We need to make it as an architect. It's not like what we prepare yearly and we need to give it. Based on the individual needs, we need to architect. For example, if you go with this the building plan, normally the every individual has a different building plan. So suppose if you are the constructor, every individual they ask the different vastu as well as the bathroom this side and kitchen this side. Like every individual have the different ideas they provide. But the same way the classroom, every individuals are unique. Therefore, the teacher's role to be architect in the case of classroom activity. I use the word AA, architect activity. The teacher role is an architect hereafter, as part of the learner-centered pedagogy. And similarly, I'm just going to highlight some other points of the learner-centered pedagogy. It means the students are active participations in their own learning, not just a passive listeners. Listen, the term is very negative as part of the learner-centered pedagogy. So normally in the classroom, the students are passive listeners, right? Passive listeners. They never give the response. They not be actively engaged in the classroom and all. But as part of the this LCPP, learner-centered pedagogic practice, we want the students to be a passive. They may be active listener. They may be active participants. Okay, and the teacher acts more like a guide, facilitator, helping the student to explore questions and apply the knowledge. The teacher role, it is not like the traditional teachers. Like, do you know the previous teacher is only the source of knowledge. Teacher is only the source of knowledge, but teacher is one of the source of knowledge now. Teacher is one of the source of knowledge. So with this, we need to think, and we need to uh, lead with this. Okay, yeah. So I just started with the great man, okay, Albert Einstein. He is also said related to the learners and the pedagogy before a number of years before. Even he may be a teacher, you know this. According to him, I never teach my peoples. You can see what the way he given the insight. I never teach my people. These people, there's a difference between people and those are weird. The people is a common member. Here, the people is related to the learners. I never teach my people. I never teach my learners. I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they can learn. Listen, he is also giving a more importance to LCPP, learners and the pedagogical practice. This is said by the Albert Einstein. Hope you're able to find this. He never teach the people. Instead of that, he is attempt to provide the condition. He give this condition or assign some kind of element. I mean, he made some kind of scenario the students can learn by themselves. This is a scenario only he made it. So that is the reason still we are thinking the Albert Einstein up to now. Hope you're able to connect with this learner-centered pedagogical practice. Along with this, I never teach my pupils. I only attempt to provide the conditions which they learn. Okay. And similarly, he's telling this. The learner-centered pedagogy is once again engagement as experience. The same thing he highlighted. The only source of knowledge is experience, according to the Albert Einstein. He said, information is not knowledge. The only source of knowledge is an experience. You need experience to gain wisdom. If you want to get a wisdom, go for experience. And the experience come with engagements. right? So engagement is nothing but the way you are involved in the learning. I mean, talking about the learners, how they be involved in the classroom activity. So according to the Albert Einstein, once again, the only source of knowledge is experience, and is nothing but engaging. I just continue with this. Yeah, and just focus on the key features of learner-centered pedagogical practice. What are the key features which directly connected with this? There's a 6 steps of infographic which I'm highlighting here. The step number one, as part of the learner-centered pedagogical practice, the student responsibility is more. Listen, as we already highlight this, we need to give more importance to the learner perspective, learner needs, interest, as well as the learner's learning styles. The same way, the students may be a responsibility in the case of their learning progress. It's not the teachers is a responsibility. Student take ownership of their learning. These are main changes is needed as part of the learner centered pedagogy. Normally, what happened? The teachers coming, we are sometimes we are forcing the students to sit in the classroom. We cannot force the students, right? They want let them come and sit and let them give this insight and all. So therefore, the student responsibility is a very phenomenon, a very important elements in the case of learner centered pedagogy. Then second is an active learning. Learning happens through the doing. So this is called learning by doing. So I'm just use the word learning by doing. Even this is it things said by we are called as an different kind of philosophy we are talking about this. So learning by doing is very important in the case of to know the context, contextualization or conceptualization they're getting through this only, right? That's called learning by doing. And the third is a collaboration, especially when you go with the learner centered pedagogy. Let them kind of be the peer members. Let we can assign some of the peer member activity. Through this, they can prepare a group work or peer discussion. Even the sports, you can see the sports event. It is one other way is give it the leads learn up. Even now, no, our university we have the cultural events. I mean, culture as well. The sports doesn't happen. The morning, our departments represent here the chess competition. Our departments won here championship. It is like we are not select the people. Let the people identify by themselves as a team, and they represent in the even the teachers only supporting. But we are not identifying with people within the students itself. They have the responsibility. Let them find their group member and they participate and they won also. So this kind of collaboration, if you give the task to them, if you assign the things, if you give the freedom, automatically the learners and the pedagogical practice will be part of this. And personalizations. What is the personalization? Learner adapt to fit the different learner needs. As already mentioned, this someone's need a video content, someone need a audio content, someone need a different contents. So as a teacher, we need to fulfill all the students' needs. And based on the needs we need to disseminate the content. So personalization is very important. Even the feedback normally in the classroom, no, the teacher give the feedback after the examination commonly. We cannot give this feedback like this. That is the reason the A is having a separate feedback, like that personalized instruction. So even I think there may be a section for personalized instructions, and even through the personalized instruction we are getting this kind of customized learning, tailored learning. So we use the word tailored learning. So based on the individual needs, the content may be designed and is going to reach the learner center. And it is helping for critical thinking. Students are encouraged to analyze the ability to create, not just remember the fact. So this learner center pedagogic practice is not giving more importance to the memory. So it gives the importance to reflective. There is a different level. That memory level, understanding level, reflective level. So this is the concept. But in the case of critical thinking, it gives the more important to the reflective. The learners and the pedagogy give this importance to the reflective practice, not in a memory base. And the next is a flexible learning environment. The physical and digital spaces support various learning style examples, quiet areas of individuals works, open areas of group collaboration. So here we can easily shift from physical to digital, digital to physical. Like this, we can be able to shift one mode to other mode. Okay, this kind of things possible. I'm just going to introduce some tools for you to make the students to be learner-centered pedagogy. For example, when you're talking about anatomy, okay. So when you're talking about anatomy, especially for science teaching in the higher education, you know that the teacher when it plan for an anatomy concept, one thing and just stop sharing and come to the other screen. Yes, okay. I'm just sharing the screen here, okay, in my mobile. Yes. Hope my screen visible. Yeah. So you can pin my screen there. Okay. Now we can see I'm just going to do the demonstration. How we can explain the concept of um, with the use of the learners and the pedagogical practice, the anatomy concept. For example, I have set up cards, and this cards is available in online, right? This card is available. This is called human organs. It's only 31 card, but this 31 card is going to do a wonder. Okay, I just keep the card in front of me. In my mobile app, we need to install. We need to install some of the application in the mobile. The app name also I'm suggesting you can install in your mobile phone also. There is a tool is called anatomy AR. Okay, so I'm just opening the second row, first tool. When you go to the anatomy AR, I can get this interface like this. Now you can see what's going to do. So when you go to the anatomy AR, I get this interface. There's a t-shirt.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Please repeat
Yeah,
it.
Eunice, please. Yeah, what is it?
Yes, from the beginning. Like what I'm supposed to type in the this app
Google
store.
Play Store. The Google Play Store.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I opened
Sir,
the.
1 minute. You can
What
don't
I'm
need to
supposed to
go
type?
now. Okay. You can go with another tool because now. Sir, can you know what's the subject, sir? What's the subject? What's the
Anatomy.
subject? Sorry?
Management, sir. Management.
Management. Okay. Sir, you can just go in the Google Play Store. You can type AR Lupa, AR Lupa, AR Lupa,
AR.
AR Lupa, AR Lupa. First, this tool you can install. Yeah, this tool is common for all these
Yes, sir.
subjects. AR Lupa, you can install it.
Okay, done,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So you can do this. And that tool which I'm doing discussing now, this is called uh, Anatomy AR. Anatomy AR virtual t-shirt. Okay, this is a tool virtual t-shirt. Okay. So you're seeing the second one, no? There is a Spartan Kits. This is a tool I'm just doing this demonstration. 4.1 rank and 100K downloads. I'm having this card. I'm already download this card. Okay. Normally, in the case of augmented reality, this is called augmented reality. Here, the learner can learn by themselves with the use of this kind of demonstration. Even the meaningful learning, the conceptual understanding is more. But only thing the teacher maybe assist them. Okay, in the case of classroom, or even the higher education is not that
Sorry
much.
to interrupt you, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, sorry to interrupt you, sir. I can see duck. Okay, now it's changing, sir. Okay, okay, fine. Anatomy AR 4D. So
Yeah, for devotees. Oh, this is tool. Okay. Right. So now I'm just going to click after installing. After installation is over, you can click this. As I already mentioned, this is a card I already brought. Even you can take a normal Xerox of this card because this card is a trigger. It's like a QR code for this app. I'm just keeping the card and click the center. I see my camera is detected now. I'm just going to scan this. Are you able to see this? I just scan this basically the stomach image. When I scan this, I can get the different parts of stomach. What is it? Stomach, cardiac, and funda. Suppose I want to hear the music. I mean the sound. Even it's explaining the concepts also. It's explaining the concepts. Suppose I'm going to the next chord. You can see that this is a teeth. The teeth different parts. I'm able to see this. Okay. So here it is called learner-centered pedagogy. Let the learner can just to give you a space to the learners and giving you conditions. Let them learn. Even I want to rotate the backside of the teeth. I can just rotate like this. I can able to find this the backside. Now you can see this eye. So all the physical organs, let them learn by themselves. Okay. Even I can zoom this. I can zoom the big one or minimize it, and I can want to be here. I can do this. If you want to go this mode or that mode, you can modify. I can not rotate into 360. Just rotate this. This is an arm bones. This is an arm bones. This is a brain. Hope you are seeing the brain now. So we can see this cerebellum and cerebellum hemisphere. Even I'm the layman's in the case of, okay, I'm talking about is based on the different subject. You need to identify this app. This or the technology. This is a technology is called augmented reality technology. Through this, we can make the people to engage by themselves. Okay. Now you can see the muscular system. See the muscular system. Even I can zoom this, the different parts of the muscular systems. And suppose I want to change the back side, you can just rotate the card. You can see the back side also. Okay. Yes, yes, ma'am. Kamala Devi, your voice is breaking. Yeah. Am I clear to all of you? My voice is clear?
For visualizing such a 3D, should the students also use 3D glasses?
No, madam, it's only with the use of mobile phone, let them see this. There is no for VR. The another context called virtual reality, that time we need a VR boxes. But let give the card and use the students to use a mobile app and to explore. We can see with this mobile phone itself, this options. Okay, this is augmented reality, but other, I suppose if you go with the virtual reality experience, we need a VR box, that's called HMD, head mounted devices. That is needed. This is called the kidney. You can see the skeleton system, the perfect scale. Even I can do the zoom and wherever I'm seeing this, you are getting the very clear, right? So now you can see it's very clear that even if you want to zoom in, zoom out, what the level you want. So the students are engaged by themselves, let them learn by themselves, and it leads a meaningful learning as well as the concepts understanding very clear. The blood cell and heart. Okay, now we can see this intestine, small intestine. This is heart. Heart function, this and lung functions, this and circulatory system, this and spinal cord, this and bladder, okay, and this a large intestine, and this called intestine really. This is called leg bone. So now I just explained nearly 31 cord with a very fast, but let them give you, for example, normally the anatomy teachers every day take one part of the body. Let them take especially physical education or the botany or zoology teachers, they may use this. I'm just going back the similar kind of tool which I'm discussing for learner-centered pedagogy. We can give the space the same like we can provide the condition to the learner, let them learn by themselves. Okay. Now we can see this case another AR application which I'm going to highlight here. I hope how many of them already installed AR Lupa? AR Lupa, you installed the AR Lupa? AR Lupa. The tool AR Lupa, has, if try, you can try with your now itself, right? Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, is it possible to study engineering subjects also with this?
Madam, engineering and all, we have a lot of virtual realities, V lab, O labs and all. Okay. We need to identify, it is also there, but we need to identify which app is perfect for this. We need to
Okay.
identify. Or if there is no app, we can prepare also. Otherwise, we have a lot of, what is that, applications related to virtual realities there. No? So I'm just going to highlight V lab, O labs, that also I'm just focusing. Right now we can see this case. I'm just going to the tool which I'm going to highlight now. AR Lupa. Hope you are installed the AR Lupa also. Go to the AR Lupa. Go to the. Yeah. So there is a question from Sania. So she's asking this: how we can use this, madam? In the case of language teachers, we can use these options are available, or you can use this Duolingo. The Duolingo is a wonderful application to learn any kind of languages, right? So even for the mother tongue or any language, you can learn it. But we need to find some of the specific tools go with this. Or especially now there is 11 labs. There's an AI tool called 11 labs. Through the 11 labs, we can able to know how to pronounce and all. Okay, I'm coming to the Prem Kumar sir, chemistry and all. I'm just highlighting the chemistry tool. This tool, it is common to the all the because every different because a different subject specific, and this is a common tool. It is common to all the subject also. Yeah, Lupa. And when you go to the gallery, you are getting this gallery, right? How many of them installed it? How many of them installed? Those are installed. You can type I in the chat box. Those who are installed the application AR Lupa, kindly type I in the chat box. Those are installed. Okay. Riti and Raj is fine. Okay. Arisha, Sukanya, yes, fine. What about others? You can try. Okay. So, yes. Then only you can engage, understand how it's working. Okay. Install it. Fine. Take your one time. The tool name is called AR Lupa. I want to say I'm typing here. AR Lupa. Okay. The tool name is called AR Lupa. Just to install. And now here we have the common even the animals, mask, art and museums. Especially for art and museums, good for the that history subjects, right? And dinosaurs, virtual tours, and joystick control. These are the common things. But when you go to the education, there's a separate pack for education. When you go to the educations, uh, Vijayalakshmi madam, you need to update your mobile phone because you maybe use the old mobile. So these are the functions we need to upgrade our configurations. Okay. So because we need to having a proper AR based function, especially for Google AR core application, we need to install in your mobile phone if you're not there. If you go to the education we have the different subject biology, Microbiological, then, sir, chemistry you're asking, no, we have the chemistry is there, physics is there, astronomy is there, geology is there, mathematics is there, even English subject is there, literature, flags, but we need to identify whether this content is maybe suitable for your content. Okay. For example, I'm going to the chemistry. When you go to chemistry, we have set of packs, the different set of content. So which content you want to examine? For example, I want to talk about chemical reactions. When you click the chemical reaction, once again, I'm scanning the floor. So when you get the dot line, just to keep the mobile phone in the hand. Okay. Now you can see in my front, I can see this, that CH4, 2O2, CO2, the function about this. Okay. So I can able to view this. Even if you want audio, you can press the audio sounds also may be here. If you want to take a photo, we can take a photo. Suppose I want to go back this one, okay. I'm just going to this one, okay. Yeah. Just click this. So we need to, don't be saying the mobile phone here and there. Keep your mobile phone 45 degree. Keep your mobile 45 degree in static mode. Under this dotted line, you can see this. And just comparing this, there is a water, there is a bond type, there is a molecular shape, there is a molecular type, okay. So it comes like this. Even I just zoom, minimizing and maximizing, everything is possible. This is for the chemistry. Suppose I'm going for physics. The physics, like a lot of animation might be there. Suppose I want to go to seismography. Go to seismography. Keep the mobile from 45 degree and static mode and wait for some more minutes. Okay, when it's, yeah, now just click this. When you click this, yeah, you can see my friend is a seismography. So normally seismography is checking the earthquake. Okay. So now we see how it's working. So like this, you can explore the different subject. I request all to, is it working? Kindly check. Those who are trying to work, you can type TW in the chat box. Okay.
So is this possible only through AR Lupa, isn't it, sir?
Yeah, AR Lupa. The tool name is which I discussed, AR Lupa. Yeah, of course, it is not a surface. The surface is static here, madam. Vijayalakshmi, the surface is static. In the above the surface, basically the augmented reality combines two layers. Thank you so much, guys. Valid point. The augmented reality has a two layer. One is called the real surface. The floor is the real one. The above the real layer, we are adding a digital object, like a digital layer. So there's a two layer. One is the real layer. The above the real layer is a digital layer. This combination is called augmented reality. Augmented reality consists of two layers. One is called virtual layer, other one is called, normally it's called digital layer. But digital layer will be above in the case of real layer, that is called the floor. In the previous example, the card, no, the card is the real layer. Even mathematics, literature, someone's asking the literature. For English also is going to give this the story. But we need to find whether the story is more apt for your content. Like sometimes it will be very low level content. Otherwise, we need to plan, we need to design also. Even I'm going to suggest some tool we need to prepare also. We can prepare, those are technically sound, you can prepare also. Yeah, so I'm just going to make it the story. Yes, now we can see this case. Yeah, it's designing. Even I can zoom this eye. Okay, right, maximizing, minimizing, right. So what do you want? Yeah, it's minimizing. It's a book. Are you able to see this? I just maximizing. So when you go with this, the sound, because I reduce the sounds. When you go the sounds, it's maybe explain the poem. Okay. Otherwise, echoes comes. I just close this the sound. Okay. So this way it's working, and you can explore different functions. And it's not only the education. If you go back, we are finding all. Okay. Created Gemini, even for
Sir,
mask.
sorry to interrupt you. Sir, are we supposed to search the name of subject in the search tab?
Yeah, you can search also. We have search also, sir. You can search with this. We have search also.
Yes, sir.
But
Thank you, sir.
sometimes what searching you are using it not be same as it. You can explore it better. Go to the education and explore it. Okay. Yes, fine. And this is the things once again give the learners and the pedagogy, and especially for one sir, he's asking me a chemistry. Sir, chemistry, I'm using this atom visualizer. The second row, so the first row, the second row, atom visualizer. Even I'm basically from mathematics. As a layman, how can learn the chemistry? You can see this. So when I go with this atom visualizer, I have this interface like this, right? I can go with this. We have the options. The plus symbol. Suppose lithium. You can see the lithium. So normally the lithium you're seeing this. Here we have two more quantum model. Other one is called Bohr model. Okay, even I'm not much familiar with this. Suppose I want to add the other one, sodium. I can add the sodium. Here also Bohr model as well as the quantum model. The model which you want to add. Okay, you want to maximize it. All things are well. You can go with this all the plus. You can go with all kind of things, copper, xenon, and cerium. Right. So all the chemical things is just you can try this. Okay. So normally the childrens are using, I mean, children's lessons. I'm telling the students they're familiar with this, but let them give you a meaningful way. Let them give the instruction how to handle effectively, and what are the convenient identify as a teachers we need to identify which and tools more suitable, and what are the way they can explore. That we need to give the proper directions. So suppose you want to prepare by yourself. I mean, I'm trying this. That's called Halo Year. Even your subject, there is no much this kind of content you can plan for Halo Year. So through the Halo Year, we do the wonder. So like this, we have a lot of AR. Even for mathematics, I'm using the 3D shapes, 2D shapes AR and all, right? And the spacecraft here, Unity here, even the lens card. You know the lens card. If you want to buy a specs nowadays, that's also example of artificial augmented reality. Suppose you want to buy a specs. So previously we need to go for a shop and to buy it. So now we can say how they customized based on the customer base. This is called customer center pedagogy. So normally previously if you want to buy a specs, we need to go to the shop. But nowadays just you can go with this, okay, and it may be scanning your face. Okay, after scanning your face it's going to suggest the specs. Are you able to see this? It's going to give the different specs. Okay, I can select the specs
Yes,
also.
sir.
So this is called the customer centered pedagogy. I'm talking about concept center oriented. The same thing only we are doing for the education. Okay, so learner centered pedagogy. Instead of going to the shop, we are buying this. The similar thing we can do this. Okay, okay, fine. I'm just going this. Right. So now we are getting insight about what the way the technology is helping for learner center. I'm just going to some more theoretical insight. Later we move to the next. Okay. Which are the pedagogic practices? One minute. I'm just going to stop sharing. Okay. And stop sharing.
Sir, sorry for interrupting.
Yes, yes, please.
What was that app name, sir? Was that Atom Visualizer?
Atom visualizer. Yeah, I'm sharing the link, sir. One minute. Okay. Even my
Sure, sir.
laptop, I'm just sharing the link. All the links I'm
Sure,
sharing.
sir. Thank you.
I'll just stop sharing. Yeah. So yes. Sir, if you want to know more about the augmented reality concepts, okay, I'm just giving my site, pedagogy.info. Under this site, if you go to the site, I'm sharing the link. So if you go to this site, in this site, there is a one more link, the technology resources. Under this, I already compile augmented reality. When I click this augmented reality, my screen visible, my screen visible,
No, sir.
it's not visible.
No, sir.
Okay, I think 1 minute. So 1 minute, I just give the time. I just restarting because mine is disabled now. 2 minutes only. Okay, okay. Yes, I'm joining now. So 2 minutes. I'm just can't with my internet.
Okay, sir.
Yes, I think it's somewhat hanging on it. I just come to the new screen. Okay. So meanwhile, if you have any doubts, just ask me and just continue with this. Okay. On it. Suddenly this hanging happen. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you can try with this that other app, AI Lopa and other tools. You can try with your end. I'm just connecting now. Okay. So join here too. Okay. I just join now. I can use this. Yeah. So my voice is clear now. Anyone to respond? Okay. I'm
Yes,
using
sir.
mobile phone. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Is it okay now? It's clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Fine. Okay. Yes. Sorry for this. Yeah. I'm just sharing the link now. Yeah. So this is a website I'm discussing now. When you have this one, you are getting this. Okay. This website, Augment Reality. I'm sharing the link once in the chat box. When you go to the site and you are asking this, what kind of things we can, which are the links we need to install. If you go down, I'm already highlight the all the tools name. Sorry, this is called AI Atom Visualizer. So the chemistry. So AI Atom Visualizer. Just to click the Play Store link, you are getting this. AI look for photo math, AI core depth, anatomy, AI animal photo. These are the some of the AI application which I share it now. Here I'm giving some error trigger. Even this triggers might helping to scan. We are getting all kind of insights. Okay. Are you able to follow me? So kindly react or respond in the chat. So now I just give this insight how to access this resources. So here I'm sharing some of YouTube videos. So kindly look onto this. Okay. Can't see your screen. My screen visible, man.
Yes,
My
sir.
screen visible, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Sorry. Kindly pin my screen. Kindly pin my screen. Okay. The problem now, I'm just kind of with my other mobile. My input is not coming through this device. That's the reason. Okay. So now the learner centered pedagogical practice, I just list out what kind of learner centered pedagogical things we need to go with as a classroom. Okay. Which are the activities possible? Under this, I'm just highlighting. This one is called project based learning. Then we can give the project based learning. Student explore the real world problems and create. Even during my MSc and all, the teacher has seen a group task. So let's give this group task to the learners. Let them learn by themselves. Especially for organizing the program seminar, this is also part and parts of learner centered pedagogy. Inquiry based learning. Let they give the space to the students to be asked more questions. Especially in the case of Chat GPT. Now, as a teacher, we need to tell the learners how to use the Chat GPT or Gemini or Perplexity. We need to give you prompting techniques. Okay. Do you know the basic, the principles of all the chatbot? It is called GIGO. Anyone tell me what is called GIGO? The basic principle of chat, any kind of chatbot, the basic principle of chatbots. GIGO. It is very fun. Garbage in,
Garbage in,
garbage out.
garbage out.
As exactly. Garbage in, garbage out. So what the way you are asking the question, the way the ChatGPT give the response, the chatbot give the response. Therefore, we cannot claim that the output is wrong. So the output because of your prompting. So we need to strengthen our questioning skill. That is the prompting engineering is very prominent in the what is it? It's like influence in the case of engineering sectors. And problem-based learning. Let me give this lot of problem, give the assign the students to be some real problem, and let the students find the answer from them. And there's a flipped classroom. You know that the flipped classroom is here. It is also not that much of modern, but the flipped has a different kind of flipped classroom is there. So what do we do? What is in the why it's called flipped classroom, right? So normally we have the traditional mode. The traditional classroom, what we are doing is in the classroom teaching happen. The classroom teaching happen. In the case of homework maybe happen, right? Now we are going to ulta. We are going to do the inverse. Normally it's called invert learning. In the case of flipped classroom, what is going to happen? In the case of home, the students going to attend a class. I mean, teaching maybe happen in the home with the use of the video lecture or YouTube or in a WhatsApp message and all. But when the students come to the classroom, there is no lecture. Instead of the teachers giving some task, the teachers may be asking the task. So therefore, it is called flipping. The traditional mode of teaching, we are just reversing it. And similarly, collaborative learning, experiential learning. Let suppose if the students want to excel in the case of tourism or in the case of banking, let them go with the field trip or simulation and labs. That is the reason even in the higher education, according to the use regulation, the higher in the master degree, there will be internship is compulsory. So the internship is giving some kind of experiential learning. And similarly, we have the other learners and the pedagogic practice service learning. What is a service? Let us look at NSS, or in the case of MSW students, this kind of things are doing. Combining academic learning with the community service project. This also leads here learners and the pedagogy. And self-directed learning, as I already mentioned, the self-directed learning is called Pedagogy. So the students take a charge of planning, implementation, evaluation, their own learning process. What they want to learn, what they don't want to be learned, what they want to be go with the step-by-step process, everything they can design by themselves. And differential instruction, especially the teacher adopt a different teaching method. We cannot use the same method for all the learners. Based on the individual needs, we need to modify the method, right? Sometimes the questions may become, sir, when you go with modify every times the teaching method, we cannot consider the syllabus to cover it, of course. But we have to use some kind of extra time period to use this, at least the evening time. Is not compulsory, but when you have any, if you find some students are gifted students, some students are very strong, for them this kind of input is essential. And software teaching method is nothing but question answer method. We need to promote question answer. Through the question answer, the students with the learner center, reflective learning, gamified learning. So these are some of the activities. What is gamified learning? There's a difference between game-based learning and gamified learning. So in the gamified learning, we are giving a space to, I mean, we are just incorporating some of the learning elements to the learners, right? Learning elements to the learners. What are the gaming elements like a leaderboard? Normally it's called a leaderboard, badges and points. Okay, badges and points. This is a main elements we are using this. I'm just going to introduce what is a gamified learning with the use of the tool. This is one of the AI tool which I'm demonstrating now. So kindly try to think about this tool. This tool name is called Conmigo. See, I just use this Conmigo tool aligned with some third-party tool because I'm using basically the tool which I'm going to use called BlueCat. The BlueCat basically is a gamified tool, but I'm just generating question through the Conmigo. This questions I'm just importing to my BlueCat and organize that game-based learning. And this is also helping the learners to engage by themselves in the case of learning activities. So now, for example, once you complete this particular portion, we want to know whether the students are understand this concept. You can go with this kind of small activity. I'm just going to the sign up for free. Okay. So I'm already having the account, just going with this. When you go with this sign up for Google, it's automatically goes to my interface only because I'm already credentialed. It's go to my interface. So now I'm just going to prepare questions with the use of AI, with the use of the artificial intelligence. This question I'm just going to import into the BlueCat, and that through the blue card, I'm going to organize the cues. Okay, I'm going to organize an activity as part of the gamified learning. So this is a Conmigo interface, right? This is a Conmigo interface. It takes time. Okay. Similarly, I just log in this one also. Yeah, so both is okay. This is a Conmigo. These are the tools are available. Like you can see, even if you want to prepare a question paper, for example, as a teacher, you want to prepare a question paper, learning objectives, question paper, question generator, based on the individual. For example, some students are gifted students, some students are very good. If you want to go with a very higher order question, go to the question generator. Based on your prompting, going to provide. And the other one is called rubric generator. Especially for the teacher, when you give this assignment, no, sometimes we are randomly evaluate the assignment. Instead of that, if you have the rubric, based on the rubric, is going to evaluate. Rubrics means like a criteria based, we can go for a assessment. Everything that missing is going to give this. That's one. Lot of functions are available, but I'm going to focus on the blue card generator. Here, my intention to prepare questions related to the higher level, professional level, we are the college level, and subject go with others. Okay, and I want to go with this. The concepts called A in research. Okay, and just going to be A in learner centered pedagogy. Okay, A in learner centered pedagogy. Okay, so this area I want to prepare a question. Okay, this is if you want to give the learner objective, you can give this and just start this. Okay, and now based on my input, even if you have some subtopic, you can give the subtopic. Based on this, the AI started generating questions. Please kind know that the question with the options, and the options 4 option is going to identify. So now I'm just going to select some question. For example, the first question suggests by what are the primary benefits of AI for learner-centered pedagogy? It's like personalized learning. So I feel this question is good. If you like it, automatically this question may be part of your assessment. Okay. So now the question added. Second question, how does the AI assisted educator improve your teaching strategies? So I'm just adding this question. AI application support individual learning phase. Okay. So now AI technology enables the chatbot interact. Okay. I'm just going to 10 questions and see, whenever I'm selecting the questions, automatically can't with this. Okay. Suppose I don't need this question, you can go with this dislike. Automatically this question may be going out. So this for facial recognitions, AI-driven approach for increased students' motivation. Now I created 10 questions. All right, and 11, I'm going to the total also. Okay, 13, 14, 15. So I just 15 questions. Now what I'm going to do, listen, this question is created by AI, artificial intelligence. And this question, I'm going to use it as a gamified mode in the case of BlueCat. And I'm just going to export BlueCat. When I export to BlueCat, these questions may import it to my BlueCat account. Import my BlueCat. You can see this. Even the AI Learner Center Pedagogy. If you want to customize, you can customize. And just get the save set. When you go to save set, the questions are saved here. And even if you want to customize here, I can go to my dashboard. Right, I'm just refreshing it. You can see this, the question which I created. No, it may be visible here. Okay, so now I'm just going down. Okay, so now I'm just created the question. Learner Center Pedagogy is created by Conmigo now. This way we can create a questions, and this question is going to engage the learners, and through the question the students might be understand this. Now I request all the participants kindly join this event and just click the host button. When you click the host, we have some of the game elements, right? So I'm just going to the game elements called Battle Royale. So every game elements are unique. And I'm just giving the 3 point to all the individuals. Whenever you join this game, you are getting the 3 points. But it's like assessment only. Even the learners may be learned by themselves individually based on the questions. And I'm just assigning the 3 mark. What is the way the gamified learnings differ from the traditional assessment? Gamified learning, we are not giving the mark. The normal assessment, we give the mark. Here, we are giving the points. Instead of the mark, we give the points. And in the case of the traditional mode, we are giving a passer file. But here, not is a passer file. We are giving, instead of a passer file, we are giving this success or unsuccess. Now, I request the participants. I'm sharing the link in the chat box. I request all to join this event. Please click this link. Click the link. When you click the link, it's asked to be joined with your name. Please kindly join with the name. And you can select the avatar. This is avatar is another characteristics of what is this? This is basically is come to the gamified mode. Okay, only Shamna join. Others please Ruzius join. It's very simple. I request at least 10 or 15 people, please join fastly. You are getting wonder, okay? And the way I'm going to engage is giving a lot of engagements within you, okay? So once again, I'm requesting all to join. So maximum, I use the free version. Maximum is supporting 60 participants at a time. So we can go with the maximum 60 participants at a time. I share once again the link. At least 20 participants, let they can join or let we can start. Here the control over the teachers only. Like I can only start immediately the question will be visible, right? Now the 16 participants, 18 participants, I can wait for a few more minutes. And just to brief the game. The game is very simple. Every round you are getting one opponent from this group. Listen, every round you are getting one opponent. Same like a IPL match or the case of World Cup is going on. So once you lost basically 3 points, every round you are getting one opponent. You are playing with the opponent only. The question becomes, if you give the responses correctly, you are sustaining the point, and parallelly you are responding correct and your opponent also responding correct. But who is giving the response very fastly, they are the winner. You may be the loser. If you lost any round, your 3 point might be reduced to 2. If you what is it? If you lost the second round, also 2 points reduced to 1. If you lost the third round, you reach the 0, then you cannot participate in the next level. Right? With this, I'm going to start this event. Randir, you have any doubts? Randir, or yeah, please. Otherwise, please kindly mute your end, please. I'm going to start this event. Okay. Yeah. So now we are getting this open in your mobile phone. The 26 participants kindly check, and the people those are not joining this the activity kindly give the answer in the chat box also. What the answer give is ABCD. Okay. Which A applications can enhance the experiential learning through interactive environment? Give the answer. Which A application can enhance the experiential learning? It's talking about experiential learning through interactive. So now we are discussing that one only. So that is nothing but augmented reality. Of course, Philomena, you are perfect. So I request all the people give the response fastly. Okay. Now the first round over. The answer is augmented reality. Those are not joining to the mobile phone, you can respond in the chat box also. Fine. So now the first round result. The first round result you are seeing here, the white color peoples are winner and the gray color peoples lost the game. Even if the correct answer based on the speed, your opponent may be winner. Now we are getting the second round. This is the second round. Yeah. So what is the key capability of A is analyzing the education data? So give the answer A, B, C, D. Okay. It's asking this key capability of A in analyzing education. Okay. Whether creating lesson but no, designing classroom no. Predicting the student outcomes. So what scheduling school event? What will be a perfect answer? The option C. It may be predicting the student outcomes. This is the way only is going to help. So I think the C is correct. Okay. Now the second round is over. I request that those who are not participating in the mobile-based activity kindly join, give your insights, the answer in the chat box. You can give the answer A, B, C, D only one letter answer. Now the third round is over. So third round is going to happen. Every round one opponent. Every round one opponent. What A tool helps to educate and understand student learning patterns. Anyone what may be answered? Which tool is going to help for students learning pattern? Which tool is going to help for student learning pattern? Yeah. So here the answer is learning analytics. The answer may be learning analytics. Fine. Okay. It's correct. You are correct. Arati, you are correct. It's a learning analytics. Okay. Yes. Based on the 3 round, we are going to see the results now. So up to the third round, yeah, the white color people is one saying the winner. Yeah, now the 13 players may be reduced to 23 players. 7 players are left, eliminated from the screen because they may be reached 0. So see the way the engagement happened. Even the students learn from the questions. What is the primary benefit of AI learner-centered pedagogy? Right? What is the primary benefit of AI learner-centered pedagogy? Can anyone tell me? What may be answer? You can use the chat box, whether A, B, C, D. Of course, Shamna, you are perfect. His answer is B, personalized learning. Correct, you are personalized learning. Correct. Right, so now up to the 4th round, the winner goes to the 4th round. Now, finally, the end look like a semi-final, quarter-final, semi-final, and final, no? The similar way, the number may be reducing every rounds. Now, the 18 players only, 23 players reduced to 18 players. Now, the round number 5 with the different questions. Which AI technology enables chatbots to interact with student effectively? Tell me the answer. Which AI technology enabled chatbot? It's like chatbot. Basically, chatbot is part of the what technology? Basically, the language based, this kind of things. Because you ask the prompt, you give the responses. It understand your language. Of course, it's called NLP. Ritula, your perfect natural language processing. You know, so a lot of people are already good in technology, it seems. Okay. Now the 18 players in the round number 5. Say how it's going to engage. This is called leaderboard. Every round we are getting the who's the loss. There is no pass and fail. Instead of that, the success and failure here. I mean, like win or lost the game. Now we have 12 players on the screen. Which AI technology can create a personalized feedback for students? Personalized feedback. Feedback, once again, personalized feedback is part of the what is giving this the answers to the individuals. Look like a chatbots, okay? So once again, the answer goes to NLP, only natural processing, NLP, natural language processing. And now the round number 6 results. Round number 7, we have the number of participants now, maybe less. Yeah, number of servants, only 8 part players now. Ambati, Krishna, Deepthi with Anshil, Yunis with Kamala. Yeah, which AI technology forecast, right, predicting the students' permanent performance trends. Automatically, the word forecasting is predictions. Exactly, Arthi, you are correct. It's called predictive. It is called predictive. Yes. Now up to the round number 7, the winner goes to, yes, the Yunis lost the game, and now only Ambati, Tripti, Kamla, and Rizu. Okay, I think Rizu is leading. Okay, because the Rizu are 3 points. As maybe only 1 point. So we can see it's still which AI technology enable the voice comments in the education software. Voice comments. So voice comments, which tools we are using it? Of course, speech recognition only, right? Up to the round number 8, the winner goes to HR15. I don't know who's the HR5. Okay, I think they give the names randomly. Yes, still Rizu is leading. Only 3 plays on the screen. So this round maybe decide who is the winner. How does AI assist educators in improving teaching strategies? How does AI assist educators in improving teaching strategies? Creating lesson plans, analyzing student performance data, and grading assignment and scheduling. AI assist educators in improving teaching strategies. Right? Of course, it's analyzing student because normally teaching strategy is related to student performance too. Right? Based on student performance only, we need to go with a different teaching strategies. I think one more round might be. Yeah, one more round. So with Ruji, with Deepthi, all the best with Deepthi and Ruji. Okay. Only that other players are eliminated. The same like IPL, the last 2 players. What AI-driven approach can increase the student motivation through interactive learning? Once again, it's interactive learning. Interactive learning. AI approach increase the student motivation. So it is basically the interactive. The gamification which changes called interactive is called gamification. Of course, the gamification is the answer. The match results. The winner goes to Deepthi once again because both are 1 point. I think there may be one more round for both. Okay, it may be final round, deciding round. Deepthi was Ruzu. Yes. What is the key features AI tools enhance the student engagements? Can you tell me what are the key features AI tool enhance the student engagement? Whether replacing teachers, standardizing education, no. Eliminating homework, no. Providing real-time feedback. Of course, Shamna, you are correct. The answer is providing a real-time feedback. And any prediction who may be winner? Any prediction who may be winner? Whether Deepthi or Ruzu. So winner goes to yes, Deepthi is the winner and Ruzu's defeated, no problem. It is second place might be Ruzu. Yes, HR15, H1 is a third positions and Ruzu is a second positions and Deepthi is the first position. See how I'm engaged. This is called engaged, learner engaged. Okay, learner-centered pedagogy. Normally the traditional assessment is not possible. Now we need to make the people to be make like this. So in the case of VV report, even we can see your positions. You can see Ambati is the 4th position, Krishna 5th positions, Yunis are the 5th positions, Shamna, Victoria, Lena, and Abid is the 6th position. We can easily know that how many people are success and lost the games. Right, this way we can go with this kind of gamified mode of deliberations. Hope you understand how I use these tools. Okay, so this way the learners and the pedagogy practice happen. Now I just focus on the technological tools. Listen, we have a maximum 15 to 20 minutes remaining, and just highlight some more tools with respect to technology and what the way the technology is going to support in the case of learner-centered pedagogy. I have some tools now. Artificial intelligence, right? You know that AI, all the chatbots basically is giving us a personalized learning instruction. Let you can mold the students how to ask the question, how to ask the appropriate questions. That we need to highlight this and explain some of the tools like Scroll AI. And you know that some of the any of your Moodle platform or any of the LMS platform, it is connected with any AI tools. Is helping to check this learning analytics. Through the learning analytics, the teacher might know that the performance of the learners. It gives us the appropriate feedback and grading. I hope there is a tomorrow. There will be a deliberation related to the autonomous evaluation and all. So sometimes we will add this. Augmented reality, which we discussed this, it gives a lot of impact elements. Virtual reality, we need a virtual box to explore all kind of things. This also helping us in learner-centered pedagogy. And in the case of learner management tool, LMS, even the Google Classroom, Moodle, Canvas, Schoology, we can go the HPI, like some kind of interactive elements-based activity we need to incorporate this, or some kind of game elements we can incorporate this. And we can go the gamification tools like a Kahoot, Quizzes, and Graph. These are the tools we can use this. Okay. Yeah. Now, of course, thank you. The Quizzes is the name is to be changed, and the name is even I see this. Thank you so much, Remai. Okay. So now I'm very fond to use the Quizzes, but now the name is called Background. They changed that. But good things that we can develop a question with the A also. Here the A feature also there. In the case of Background, we have the options called Create. Okay. In the create also we have the options called assessment, presentations, flashcards. We can create a wonders, but the name is changed in Waygroups. So thank you so much. Highlight these points, okay? Because normally the people recognize the name is called Quizzes. And similarly, we have one more tool called Quizalize, okay? Push message, yeah, of course, because they give in a free, no? So when you give the free, they give us a bit of, because most of tools they give in some free features. But the tool which I demonstrated, Blue Cut as well, the Blue Cut, there is no advertisement issues and all. Even though it's a free, it is not giving any kind of distraction in the case of free ad and all. We won't get this. Right now, the digital collaboration tools, Firenet, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, breakout rooms. Even in the case of Google Meet, I don't know the Google Meet. I think they made the host, no. Even the Google Meet, we have the options called. You can see, I'm just showing this. We have the option called poll session. Even I want to ask some question in between. I can start a poll. Okay, AS stands for okay. Yeah, of course. If you want to get the full subscription, full options, we need to go with subscription. But I'm always using a free version. That what is the limit that we can use it more than okay, augmented reality. So yeah, artificial reality. Okay. So I'm just going to launch. So now I request all the people go to your mobile phone or in a laptop. Go in this. There is an option called Meeting Tools. Under the Meeting Tool, you are finding this. The poll. I am already activated the poll. Kindly respond. Only the 2 votes. See, I'm just showing this how the votes are fastly coming. There's a 5 votes, and there is a 1 vote. Out of 6 votes, I can show everyone's results. I can show this also. Hope you are able to find this. We can go with this n number of activities. And one more good thing is there, even for learner-centered pedagogy. How many of the hour of the breakout rooms? How many of the hour of the breakout rooms? Anyone's ready? Know about the breakout rooms?
No, sir.
Right. Yeah, I can go with a small demo. Don't panic. Okay, later we can join all the participants. We can go to the breakout room. For example, now we have the 82 participants. I want to divide the 82 participants, or now the number of participants may be 93. Sorry, I want to divide the number of participants 93 into 10 groups, right? And 10 groups you can go with the interaction within you people. You can interact with all the group members. So I'm just going randomly also. I'm just highlighting these breakout rooms. Don't worry. When I stop from here, automatically you can come back this meeting. Okay. The first time is asking to connect the group, you can join, and later when I closes the breakout room, once again you can come back to the whole groups. Are you ready now? So don't be panic. I'm just going to do this now. I'm just explaining. We have 93 participants. Now we need to divide. For example, even the paper when you go with the conference and seminar, there is called, we may divide it's a parallel presentation, right? We can divide into 5 classroom and we divide the parallel based on theme. Even we can go with the theme also, go to the breakout room. I want to divide into 10. So I'm just divide into better I'm going with only 8 groups. So I just divide into 8 rooms. And the main call, even I can fix the time, the shuffle. Suppose you can see this when I give the 8 room, I can have the students, I mean, the participant with the 8 groups. The participant with the 8 groups. So what you need to do, you can connect the group and you can participate it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, when I click OK, listen, you are getting the notification to connect this group. You can just join. Okay. And as already mentioned, we have the option called room. You will increase the room. Suppose I want to do manual also. Instead of this person, I want to keep the next group. This person will be first group. We can do manually also. We can do the manually. Now, after everything's over, I want to click the open room. When you click the open room, there is a 8 classrooms may be started and you need to join. Are you ready now? Are you ready? So don't be panic. Once you join, you can just discuss with 5 to 10 minutes with the group member just to put a hi because there is no agenda. You just introduce by yourself with your group member. Okay. Please, I request all just unmute and talk to the other group member. You can engage by yourself with the other group member. I just give the 5 minutes time. Okay. Okay. And just click open rooms. So when you click the open rooms, the rooms are open. Now you can start to join. You can start to join the different groups. You can start to join the different groups, please. You can start to join the different groups. Yeah, in the breakout room, only one person. Please, I request all to join with the different groups. Just join, right? And I just randomly move to the one group to other group. Even I can move the group. The breakout room one, we have.
Gave
Yes.
unknowingly cancel, please.
Okay, I already made no problem. I just okay. Because already unknowingly blended, no issues, sir. Just because already made notes, I want to disconnect once, then only is possible. Okay, no problem. Just I'm going to go with the group, the join group one. I just moved to the join group one. Okay.
Sir, your voice not audible.
Sir, voice not audible.
Sorry,
Mic.
sorry. Now I'm audible to all of you.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how do you feel about this activity, sir? I just divide into different groups. Hope you are okay. Of course, it's good for the group discussions. Even as already mentioned, we can customize the group. Okay. Thank you so much, that University of Kerala to made us a host. Otherwise, I cannot be able to do this. Only host can do this kind of things. So this is also learner centered pedagogy. We need to design. If you have what kind of technology we have, we need to use the technology to make the people to engage, right? Especially for conference or group discussions, or even your class, we can divide into 4 groups, 5 groups. Let them discuss by themselves. Let them come for one conclusion remarks based on the topic. Okay, how to do it, sir? Once again, I'm explaining how to do this. It is only possible for the host because they made me as a host. It is an options. If you go to the tool options, the tool we have option called breakout rooms. So this is an option. When you click the breakout rooms, so the first thing, the breakout rooms is asking the number of. Sorry, okay, I am share the screen. Sorry, okay, sorry, sir. Thank you so much to remember. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, is visible now. Okay.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Now what do you need to do? So I'm just to close this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, now we can see this. I'm just going to this 9 dot, that's called meeting tools. Under the meeting tools, we have the option of breakout rooms. When you click the breakout rooms, we have set up the breakout rooms. First, we need to design the number of groups. Okay, if the number of rooms, suppose you have the 5 group, you can go the 5 group, 10 groups based on number. After that, shuffle the group. When you give the 5 groups, no, automatically divide the 5 group member, right? Even if you want to do manually, you can change the person like manually. You can change the person manually also, right? Let everything fixed. The group is ready. You can go down. You can go for a open a room. That entire group divided into 5 groups, right? Let them join the respective group. Let them discuss by themselves. Even we can fix the times. For example, after 1 hour, let them join. So you can fix the timer also. After 1 hour, let them disconnect directly. Come to our main meeting. This kind of option also we can able to make it. So this way we can do a this one. So this is basically a digital collaboration. Even I use the breakout rooms. Okay, so breakout rooms options. Are you able to follow me? What is the breakout rooms? And we need to identify which technology we have, that we need to adopt and we need to use this. Okay, and similarly e-portfolio. So we can use a lot of e-portfolios. E-portfolio is nothing but the electronic evidence of one person credentials, right? Let inform students to upload the credential in their blog or a website. Through this we can explore online discussion platform like a Flipgrid discussion Slido. Even this is create some kind of interactive elements. Interactive whiteboards, we have a lot of interactive whiteboards is there. Smart board, Promathan boards and all. Even the mobile, some teacher asking about the language. It's a tool called Duolingo. We have the Scratch for coding and other purpose. We have different mobile apps as we're using. So these are the technological side. Going to very fastly, okay, and the advantages here, of course, as already mentioned, this encourage means very important layer. Through the encourage only we can engage the audience. Okay, so always you can think about 2E formula. Okay, madam, only the institution based mail ID they have the breakout rooms. Okay, or that special pay options needed. It's not for all the Gmail account. It's not possible. Right, so engage. So the 2E formula to make the classroom more engage as well as the encourage. So the encourage and engage is both interlinked, and build the autonomy, responsive, personalized learning, and promote critical thinking and the creativity. These are the main advantage while using the learner center. Here the students can learn by themselves and focus on lifelong learning, smart dive, and based on the individual needs, let them learn. Okay, improve the communication, collaborative learning. Main things, improve the engagements. These are the advantages, and parallelly we have some disadvantages also when you look onto the learner centered pedagogy. One is called time consuming. So because in the higher education we are very much focused on the syllabus coverage as well as the examination and all. So when you go with this kind of learner centered, sometimes we will not be cover the portions. Okay, and technology depends. Sometimes it depends on more on technology. You know that everywhere digital divide. Okay, digital divide. Even you can see. When during my demonstration, even I stuck with some network issue or my device not supporting, like this, some kind of digital divide as we face. And student readiness, digital divide is nothing but there is a gap between those who are having access and those who are not having access. And student readiness and motivation. Some students may not be ready to adopt this kind of learner-centered pedagogy. Even the teacher may not be that much skilled. Professionally, they are not competent to use this kind of method. Then assessment difficulty, because when you go with this different student, different mode of delivery, the assessment we cannot go with this in a proper same format. Every India we need to modify is big challenge. And managing the classroom is another big challenge, because we are going to different mode of delivery, mode of content. Therefore, the classroom management is a bigger challenge while using this. And professional development needs, of course, all the teachers may not be strengthening these aspects. These are the disadvantages, the challenges while you are thinking to incorporate the personalized learning pedagogy or learner-centered pedagogy. So with this, I'm going to conclude, because I'm just, as already mentioned, we need to focus on micro-learning. We can go into more question sessions. In that plan, I'm just going to conclude 3 or 4 quotes, and later we can go for questions. Right? Once again, the Albert Einstein. So why we need to give more importance to in the case of learner-centered pedagogy? Because the supreme art of the teacher is to occur the creative expression knowledge. So we need to trigger the students' creativity, expression, knowledge. We need to give a platform to students to share their experience, to share their abilities and all. So therefore, we need to give a space to the student to explore the creativity. If you cannot explain it simply, this is said by, once again, Albert Einstein. Even I may accept this point. Suppose you are good in teacher, you are good in teaching. It depends on the way you are delivering, right? If you cannot explain the concept simply, you don't understand it well enough, then we cannot give the proper justification to the learners, right? Therefore, if you are properly learned, if you understand the concepts clearly, we can easily explain based on student needs. Therefore, learner-centered pedagogy, it purely depends on whether we are understand the concept clearly, right? If you know the concepts clearly, even for any students, we can explain very perfect. Even for slow learners, average learners, or the gifted students, for the level of understanding, we can come down, we can explain this, right? And you know that as part of the learners and the pedagogy class, this is a very famous quote, you know that, okay? So you know this, that another important things in the case, it's very tough to implement the active cooperation learning. Of course, sir, what is said, Victoria, Priscilla, exactly in 15 minutes duration, it is very tough to implement active cooperative learning. It's not at all possible, but whenever you have time, it's like monthly once or weekly twice. You can try this, or monthly twice, right? So everybody genius according to the Albert Einstein. But the problem, we are measuring every individual with the same scale. That is a problem, because some students are very good in that, some students good in different aspects. But we are all measuring with the same question paper. How the same question paper measuring all the individuals? We are measuring only the competent of the particular subject only. But if you judge the fish by ability to climate, so what is the problem? Actually, that the fish is having a different caliber, different capability. But if you are measuring to climate, it is, we live in the whole life believing that it's stupid. Okay, it is said by the Albert Einstein. So we need to identify the individuals based on the even I never give the assignment. When I give the assignment also, I never tell my students to submit as a word format. I may give the all kind of, even you can prepare a video format or audio format, broadcast format, even one page concept map or mind map, any format you can submit. Okay, it's up to you based on your interest. So like this, we can give the options, but we cannot go with only one model. And I just conclude with some of the terms, some of the quotes connected with Abdul Kalam, because there's more connected with this, that the motivation of the learners. You know that when you hear the term fail, even the gamification, you're talking about fail, examination pass and fail. But according to him, he never looked onto the negative term as a negative. He identified in the negative into this positive. According to him, fail is nothing but first attempt in learning. So first attempt in learning. Therefore, don't worry about the fail. According to him, fail represent it's a first attempt in learning in the process. Let take it that positive spirit. Let go further. And the similar word he's given the terms called end. So normally we feel that end means the end. We cannot go further. According to him, end means effort never dies. Okay, effort never dies. You can try. Okay, so it is not a full stop. It is like a comma. We need to go further, or we can go this kind of dot. Okay, so effort never dies. Because see how the gentleman, he make even the negative items in a positive way. The last item which I'm going to highlight, if you get no as an answer, remember, if someone's telling no, it's not possible to do. So we need to identify no means it's not no. No means that person having the no, but for us it's an extra opportunity to excel. So with this, I'm just going to finalize my presentations. So let's be positive. Thank you so much to the University of Kerala to give this the platform to share my own views on the learner-centered pedagogy. And I know that there are a lot of practical difficulty when you think about to incorporate the learner-centered pedagogy. But my humble, because that at least monthly, twice or thrice, kindly incorporate this, okay? And at least we need to change our teaching style or teaching pedagogy. That we need to think. So any other questions, please, okay? Okay, any other questions?
Dear participants, so got questions, can unmute their mic and ask questions, or you can actually type your questions in the chat.
Yeah, so there is a question from Prem Kumar. Okay, he's asking that whether any platforms helping to prepare a PPT So this is the PPT I prepare myself with the use of some of the infographics. Okay, I know it depends on the AI, but I'm suggesting some tools for AI for you. Even this website, I'm having this answer. Okay, so if you visit my site pedagogy.info, I already compiled a lot of AI tools for yeah. So in the technology resources, artificial intelligence, I just go into artificial intelligence one. Yeah. So when you go with this, there is an artificial intelligence. Under this artificial intelligence link, I'm sharing the link now. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So I'm sharing the link. When you click this link, you are getting this napkin.ai. Once again, Kamala Devi. It is giving the visual image, but now the limitation is not giving this editing options. Right, it's only a JPEG file, and during the JPEG file, if you're zooming, also it's not getting properly. Only the paid version possible. But instead of that, I'm just accompanying with some other tools. So you can try with the tool. One is called Prezi. It is one of my favorite tools. Or Gamma app, Tom app, QReport. Okay, these are tools are very good to prepare a PPT. Just to think about this, and especially for the Prezi tool. It is a 400 credit. With the 400 credit, you can do a wonder. It's give the very wonderful presentation with the proper zooming and all. Right? Any other questions? Yeah, I think Prem sir question I given. Sir, you made this. Okay. You know doctor's topic. Okay. So I think there is. Can we get a list of tools which we have discussed? Sir, kindly visit the sites once again. You are getting this. Okay. Is that true that AI may destroy our human creativity? Thank you so much, Desrath Suna, to ask this wonderful question. Even the morning, I have the one lecture related to, even when you ask this, I'm just giving this. We need to think about this perspective. What is called high pedagogy? So even I'm just, instead of learner-centered pedagogy, with the chance I'm just discussing about high pedagogy. What is called high? It is nothing but human-centered artificial intelligence. Normally, we people are using AI only, but it's not a good sign. So we need to go with the co-intelligence. What is called co-intelligence? Give this meaningful example. The blended intelligence, the combining the human wisdoms and artificial intelligence. We need to connect. Without human intelligence, there is no worth in the case of artificial intelligence. Therefore, we need to give you a proper centeredness. So what is called blended intelligence, otherwise hybrid intelligence? The human intelligence, like the creativity, empathy, ethics, and creative thinking, we need to give more importance. Through this, some of things we cannot be able to do from our end, especially for data processing like big data analysis, automation, personalization, pattern recognition. This we cannot do this. For this, we need to use both human intelligence plus AI intelligence. So with this, I just highlight this. What is the high pedagogy? That is, as I already mentioned, that high means human intelligence plus artificial intelligence, like human-centered artificial intelligence. A is a support only, teachers a guide. A is a personalized is only, but human is a contextualized. A is a suggested only, but learner can decide. Therefore, deciding authority is only learner. If you go with this, there's no problem. Okay. I think the problem with those tools is the most need subscription, which is the institute does not get the institution. Of course, because every tool have the limitation, because it's a AI era, they make it only partially free. It's not to give this 100 free. So, or if that one free versions are your subscriptions or your free credit over, you can try with other media. That's really the possible. Right. I hope I just give some idea in this. Okay. Any other questions?
So can you elaborate on the flipped classroom concept? Like how can we effectively use a particular concept, and like if we ask them to learn something and come, how we can actually make these things interesting in a flipped classroom?
Okay, fine, madam. Thank you so much. Okay. Even actually, my presentation, the second part related to the flipped classroom only, but due to the time context, I'm not using this. You can see this. Even then, my second.
Sir, you are not audible, sir. Sir, please unmute, sir.
Have different models. Okay. These are the models. I'm just sharing this model. This model flipped classroom, and you can use any model in this. For example, when you go to the face-to-face delivery model, the traditional classroom instruction remains to be primary mode of teaching. Online components, you can use any kind of mode. As you know that in the case of classroom, the teaching will never be. In the classroom, only the activity. right? The classroom is an activity. In the case of home, there is a lecture maybe happen. In the case of teaching maybe happen. But in the case of face-to-face driver mode, sometime when you want to use this flipped classes first in the classroom, we cannot impose the students to see the home. Better go the traditional classroom instead remain primary mode of teaching, right? What we need to do, online components supplement in-person learning, such as digital assignment and extra resources. We can go with this face-to-face driver model. This is also flipped classroom, but it's that face-to-face driver model. And another model is called rotation model. For example, the students can change from one place to one. For example, suppose your institution have the lab facility. Let them go to the lab, okay, and let them come to the, after the section's over, let them come to the classroom. So the students move to between the station within the classroom. Online learning happens in a separate computer lab, and the traditional classroom maybe happen in the class. This is called rotation model. Even some of the activity can go with this, that lecture you can give this online through the lab rotations. In the station, you can give the activity, even the classroom is possible. Suppose you want to go with the home-based, we have the model called flex model. The majority of the instruction will happen online. Right? The students can learn everything through the home. Hope my voice is audible, right? My voice is audible, right? And
Yes,
when the students come to the classroom, let them give you a face-to-face interaction with some question and section like debate or further discussion. This is called flex model. Like this, plenty of model is there. You can adopt any model. Just to Google, you'll get some idea, right? These are the models. You can adopt any model to go with this flipped classroom. Yeah. Yes, I think I just give this answer.
thank you.